Welcome to this week's Trophy Fish Hunter. We're after my favorite fish, the muskie, and it doesn't get any better than early morning on Green Bay. There's some giant fish swimming here. We got a full boat today. We're here with Captain Bret Alexander of Alexander's Guide Service, my good buddy Doug Golden, a great sponsor and owner of Hook Look Lures, and special guest Tyler Locklear. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. Trophy Fish Hunter starts right now. You know, Bret is known for these big, giant muskies. I mean, giant muskies. And Bret, I mean, what's the best time of year for you typically catching these big Green Bay monsters?
Well, Rick, the best time is right now. So like that early to mid-August to the end of August is the best casting. We've got a great trolling bite too. It normally starts in September. It goes all the way through late October and into November. But we're in prime time right now, so August is my favorite month to cast. We also have a really good spring bite, but it's short-lived, so you got like a 10-day window. But we will catch a lot of big fish in the spring also.
That's pretty cool, Bret. What are some of the biggest fish you've ever caught out here?
Well, Rick, last year the biggest was 56.5 by 29, which was an absolute monster. Kyle Tokarski, who works for me full-time, actually boated that fish. My biggest fish last year was a 55. We had a couple 54s that were really heavy duty also. But our biggest ever in history, we did get one about 7 years ago that was 58 inches, but typically on Green Bay these fish max out at about that 56-inch range, but we're known for our heavy girths here. They got a short lifespan on Green Bay because they eat so much and grow so fast, so they don't live as long as other places. That's why we don't get those really long lengths here, but we get some massive girths.
Got him. Nice. Well, you called that one, Bret. Like that. Yeah, he's up front, man. How big is he? I couldn't tell, but
watch out! Get out of my way!
Doug, if you can move my rod out. Yeah, I know. It's a good choice.
Okay. Get that net.
That's got to be a big fish, Bret. Oh, it's a good one. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Beautiful fish.
Good fish.
Awesome. Good one.
Not a giant for
no,
Green
but
Bay,
it's still a nice quality fish, man.
We'll get him back in the water.
Yep.
And we'll see if we can get a bigger one, all right?
Let's do it. There's a lot of boats here, and that's maybe the second or third fish we've seen get caught. So it's been a tough morning, but it's just the grind. You just keep throwing, you keep throwing, you keep throwing. You're in the right place. Eventually, you get the right fish. So good job, Bret. Let's go get another one.
Go, big one. Go. Big loop. Big one. That was like a 52.
Oh my God.
Giant. Yeah. Tyler is a customer's son of mine. He's just special needs. He can't hear and he can't talk, but he's one heck of a muskie fisherman. We invite him on the show. Last year he caught a 52.5 and a 49. The 49 he got on a figure 8. So we invited him out along on the show, and he just raised a big one here, so hopefully he hooks up. I'd love to see him catch another one.
All right, it was a tough day today, man. We really grounded out for about 16 hours. We got one nice fish, or I should say Bret got one nice fish. But you know what? We're super excited about tomorrow because there are monsters in here. Bret, what do you think? What do you think we're going to run into tomorrow?
Well, you never know. You know, it's
Right.
muskie fishing, but we're going to change up the game plan a little bit tomorrow. We're going to start out trolling.
Okay.
We're going to put out a lot of baits.
Yep.
We're going to run a lot of bucktails, maybe some crankbaits.
Yep.
And just put out a big spread. We're going to cover a lot of water and find out if these fish moved on us or if they're just on lockdown. You know, the muskie grind, a lot of times these fish will just pin down and
Right, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you can't get them moving, and that's what it is. You got to deal with it.
All right, well, let's make it happen tomorrow. I gotta tell you guys about this product called Sunsect. Phenomenal stuff. You know, most people don't realize this, but when you put on insect repellent and sunblock at the same time, they kind of counteract each other. And so this product here, it's a military product. They've been supplying this stuff to the U.S. military for a very, very long time. It's now available to the general public. It's called Sunsect. It's the best bug repellent I've ever used. It's 10 times better than any of the sprays I've ever used, and it's also a sunblock. So really good stuff. All right, it's day 2. Back to the grind here. We're gonna try something a little different today. We're gonna troll this morning. So it's bright and early. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna hit it with, primarily we're gonna troll a spread of the hook-look bucktails. We'll talk a little bit about the different ones we're gonna be using. So we'll see what happens. Should be good.
Just getting rolling today. We're going to mix the game up here and do a little trolling, and we got one of Rick's sponsors with Hook Looks got some pretty unique products here. I think this is going to be a deadly trolling bait, so we're going to give it a whirl and see what happens.
Yeah, what we're throwing here today is I make 2 styles of quad baits. One is a caster. We use smaller blades and lighter components, which makes it easy for casting and retrieving. For trolling, I've designed a larger, heavier bladed quad bait, which is designed basically just for trolling only. Today we're going to try them out here on the Bay of Green Bay. It's worked on other lakes in the state. We'll see how it goes today.
This is cooperating perfectly right behind the boat.
Gotcha.
Okay, reel. Oh, it's a good one, Tyler.
This is fantastic. We just got Tyler a second shot here. The first one he had on, nothing, he didn't do anything wrong, it just got off. So we got another one here on the inside board, a little bit easier, not as far out, quite a bit closer in. So Bret, I'm gonna give you the net whenever you tell me.
Yeah. That's a big fish. Big fish day. Oh, look at that. Wow, is that a big fish?
Wow, that's a monster.
Couldn't have happened to a better person right here, Ty. He's one of my favorite guys to fish with. This is the 3rd giant he's caught with me, but he's a special guy. He can't hear and he can't talk, but he can catch some big muskies.
That's for sure, man.
This is what trophy fish hunter's all about right here, boys.
That is true.
Nice.
All right, let's measure.
Get her back in the water and we'll be good.
Pinch that tail.
Pinch the tail right here.
Just a hair under 51.
51-inch fish. Well, she's ready to roll. We revived her, and we're gonna let this big 51-incher go and fight another day.
That's the best part about the whole thing right there.
Look at that giant. Giant muskie.
I'll tell you, Bret, I really love muskie fishing. It's kind of what I've been doing a lot of the last 10 or 15 years, and it just seems like, I don't know, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but do you think the catch and release has played a huge role in this? Because there's just so many big fish here.
Yeah, most definitely, Rick. It's very critical, and everybody's doing it now, which is great. You know, there's only a few times during the year I hear of somebody keeping a fish. We actually had our size restriction bumped up to 54 inches here on Green Bay, so it's pretty tough, you know, to beat that 54. Once in a while somebody does, and unfortunately we still have a few bad birds out there that will keep those fish. But 99% of the guys, it's all catch and release, and that's a major portion of why we have so many big fish in the system. The last 2 years, I've seen more 50+ inch fish than I have my entire life. We're really heavy on big fish right now in Green Bay.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We all have long drives home. It's been 2 exhausting days of chasing after the elusive muskie. Bret, it's always a blast. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking us out and showing us how to catch them trolling and casting as well. I'd like to thank Doug from Hook Look Lures. Check out his baits. They're awesome. hooklooklures.com. And Bret, thanks for bringing Ty along. What an awesome deal. I mean, what a great kid, and how cool that was that we got him a trophy fish like that. That was fantastic. Bret, if people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get you?
They can look me up on the website at www.alexandersportfishing.com, or they can give me a phone call at 920-851-4214.
Okay, great. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I don't know where we're going to be next week, but I promise you one thing, we're going to be chasing after large North American game fish. Thanks a lot for watching.